Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Another example of the 100 Battle Challenge. I take my Comet, not a very fast tank, but I am going to try to get up here and get onto this little high point here. So the Comet, unlike the Cromwell, which is extremely fast at tier, is a little bit sluggish as a tier 7 medium. But I'm able to get up here. You would think, well, it's going to be a super Cromwell. No, not really. It's kind of a Comet. Bit of a letdown, actually, from the Cromwell. You go from the Cromwell to this thing, then you go back to the Centurion, which is also a good tank. So this is the kind of the weak sister in amongst the British medium tanks. But we're going to come up here to this spot, start looking around, see if we can't get some shots. And unfortunately, I've got a guy that's pulled up to my right, this Challenger. That's pulled right in front of me. One thing you've got to watch out for, people like that, is they will tend to get themselves lit, fired at, they'll pull back, and you'll eat the shot. So I try not to hang out with those kind of people too long. We'll see what happens here. I'm just letting this fight develop a little bit. I have noticed that down in the south we got a problem because south middle, there's just nobody over there. T-44 is pushing in. And I take a shot while I'm fading back and I'm able to put one in on him. Bit of a bounce, and you'll notice that the Challenger is getting shot at. Just like that. Get another one into their Challenger. I'm trying to find this T-40. I'd really like to get rid of that guy, and I am watching that south pretty closely. There's a 1357, what, unknown why he's back there, just sitting in a bush, I guess. I needed to aim a little lower, but I end up getting that shot. He misses, thank goodness. I am inside his reload, so we'll see if we can get rid of him, and he ends up dying to our Challenger. The HTC, this is interesting. He goes around the corner and does not get hammered by TDs sitting back up on the TD spot over there at about, what is it, E3. So that's some SA right there. I watched that interestedly for a little bit there, wondering when he was going to start getting hit by their TDs, but it turns out that they're not up there, or not very many of them anyway. I believe it ends up being the E25 is up there, but for whatever reason they must have had other targets, but they were not shooting at the T28 as he came around the corner. The Defender is up on their hill. He's driven up there. Just put a courtesy shot back there into where the other Challenger was. Now I see this KV-3 coming. Initially I thought, well, I'll go forward, but I can't get down that. So what I'm going to have to do here is bail off of this hill pretty quick and go help get rid of this KV-3. Looks like we've got them stuffed here pretty well. The low's in decent shape. I don't want to go face up those guys, so we're just going to come around here. And let's go clean out this KV-3. And this is something that, as a medium driver, you've got to add into your bag of tricks. As a medium driver, you want to be flexible. You don't want to just go to one side and die. If you see something like this happen, go do something about it. That scout's just sitting there. It would be really nice if he'd come off of there and circled this KV-3. They are putting some damage into him. AC-48's putting some hits into him. KV-3 puts a shot on the AC. Get a shot on him here. We'll just come around the corner. There we go. Let's light him on fire, and he's gone. Right now I am attempting to avoid artillery. I know that that fight had been going on for a while, and the AC was kind of sitting out there coming around the corner. So if artillery was interested in that fight, if I'd have made myself available to be hit, they would have certainly taken that bait and done it. And just like that, the don't ask me why, the AT-7 kills the AC-48, who just decides to drive out into the open. Now, considering that's an AT-7, and there's an UDES behind me right there, I leave this spot. AT-7 will take a long time. He's also way back there. T-92 could be a problem, but the UDES should pick him up if he gets too far in there. And the real fight's going on over here anyway, so I need to get back over and put my gun into the fight over this way. And it turns out that there were a lot of TDs up there, which kind of surprised me that the T-28 didn't take more aggro when he poked up, but he didn't. Now this guy, I don't really know what this guy... He's sitting right here, and he just starts getting hammered by people, and he's sort of hanging out, not doing a whole bunch. I don't know if he's stuck or having trouble with his mouse or what's going on here. He bails out of that rock. Being a little bit cautious. There's still plenty of guns back there if I show myself. And the Udez drives up and just dies. If I am not careful and I just go raging in there, I'm going to end up dead. So I'm going to take the long way around here. We'll go up this ramp right here. You can drive up in this spot. So you can flex back to the other side of the map from the middle by using that without going all the way back to cap. And what I'm now looking to do is get back around and behind these guys. The Lurva has moved up, so I'm headed over there to help that guy, who doesn't seem to need a whole lot of help because he just nukes the Comet. You see then, the mobility of a medium, I flexed all the way back over to the other side of the map. And I do get spotted by something there, probably the T-92, maybe the E-25, depending on where he is. The Lurva takes a hit from artillery. There's one more artillery left, so I want to get up here. Got a lot of guns over this way, so let's start lighting up the guys that are up on the cap. There we go. Found the T-69. Now I have to duel this T-69. Takes a shot and misses. Put another one into him. I fix it. That one was a crit, no damage, or a bounce. That time I bounced. I'm trying to track him, but it's not working out very well. There we go. Nope, he fixes it. I knock down the building. Come on, building, go away. 1357 decides to push in there as he's reloading. That's great. So we'll deal with this guy while he reloads. Takes a while to do it. There we go. One of the issues with the Comet is the pew-pew gun. Much like the Cromwell, it just takes a while to whittle down full hit point tanks. Figure out where this E-25 is. He's probably one of the more dangerous foes. Ah, there he goes. Made himself known. He's going to head around this way. I'm going to go ahead and come off of it. Nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to spin around because it looks like he's going after the 1357. Had I gone down the hill, then I would have been out of position for a while. Come in here and put a little shot on him before he dies. The AT-7. And the T-92. I have no idea why the load does not just drive up and take that guy out. And it's possible you could machine gun him down with gold, but very unlikely. It looks like you just got a shot on him there, unless that was the artillery. The AT-7 is going to probably die, or do I get the kill? I don't remember. I think I get the kill, actually, now I think about it. There we go. Oh, no, I don't. I bounce. Why would I get the kill? It's 5 minutes and 46 seconds, so I'm actually just going to take a little bit of time and see if we can't hunt down this T-92. There he goes. Full hit points. Not beyond the realm of possibility that he would win. Very unlikely, though. So we'll just head over here. Looks like we got him cornered. He might get into our artillery. Instead of going low, I'll decide to go high, try to get a little altitude here and see if we can't find this guy and maybe get one more shot on him. There's the rather sluggish performance of the Comet. It just takes a while to get up that hill. And I just want to try to get a shot. Let's see. Come on. Look out, rocks. Rocks in the way, rocks in the way. There we go. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, man. Can't find a shot. Cannot find a shot. Alright, there we go. Now we're out in the open. Looks like the 1357 is out of shells. Dope. Just chase him down and kill him off. 2,500, 220 spotting. Pretty good example here of moving all over the map on a medium, going to the places you need to go, reacting to what's happening in the battle, joining with a couple other tanks, or at least one other tank in a couple of instances to take down one guy as a team. Those are all skills you need to have when you're playing your medium tanks, because they just don't have that staying power to play punchy face like the low did or the defender could in this type of battle. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm just going to keep rolling through these 100 battle challenge tanks. These are a lot of tanks that I haven't played for a long time, so as I get good games in these things, I'm trying to throw them out and maybe help some people along the way who are actually grinding through some of these lines and some of these kind of forgotten tanks that people don't play too much. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it, and we will see you.